How about you run me through what you know?
It's pretty much what I'd text you. Um, I knew you were meeting with SK and Batar. I heard SK shot you because you left. Apparently, in that meeting, you were very... What's the word I'm looking for? You were putting people down, calling people dead weight, whatever the fuck. You got shot, and then Batar stole... Well, the way he put it is he paid himself what he was owed.
What he was owed.
Yeah. From the UK oil and... Which I believe
he was already paying himself, so he didn't owe himself more.
That's what I thought. I was like...
And I clarified that with him as well. That he was already paying himself and also taking more money than I knew. Which is why the initial meeting happened. The initial meeting happened was me and Patar, because I called Patar down because I found out from the Angels after running some books that Gold Rush might have been a lot shorter of money than I expected it to be. Maybe in the region of 25 to 35 million shorter than I expected, right? So I queried him and said, where's this money gone? Like, evidently, I'm seeing that money has disappeared out of this company. So where's it gone? And he spoke to me about how the fact it was funding a lot of things, like every kind of war or kind of conflict everyone got into, and someone needed a gun, and someone needed something, it would come from Gold Rush. You know, he'd fund it through that. He would give you guys the money, or whatever, and use it to help fund things. Obviously, I gave 5 million myself as well for whatever war there was before when I came back. But Patar never told me about any of this information, right? He never told me about any of the money coming out of Gold Rush. He didn't tell me why and when it was being used to buy materials for the bench. It was being used to buy a lot of things that I didn't know about. And that isn't the main issue. That's just more a case of, it needs to be honest with me and, you know, just say, look, I've been taking this. Is that calm with you? But what it led on to was me explaining to him how he is an issue in the gang. I'm an issue in the gang and was an issue in the gang, which is why I tried to step away. He's also an issue because he enables everyone around him to be lazy. Because when you have an unlimited source of money coming from Batar indirectly through me, you haven't got to work for anything in the city.
Right.
And what Mandem had a long, long time ago was a hunger to strive and succeed. And when you haven't got money, that hunger is more than anything. You know, you'll do anything to get it. But when you know you've got a, like, just multi millions up your sleeves whenever you want it, and you haven't got to do anything for it, then why would you bother?
Yeah, I agree.
I tried to get that across to SK and Patar. But Patar firstly, right? Because I brought SK in after. So I explained it to Patar. And then I brought in SK and kind of relayed the same truths. And I said, obviously, with him being leader, and he told me, literally, the defining thing for me to stay in that gang on that meeting at my house was that there would be action. And I said, okay, you got a week, right?
Yeah.
And I stepped away and thought, you know what? Like, I've said to you guys a week, and I didn't believe in what I said. And that's not right, and that's not true to who I am. So that's why I called SK down. So I felt like my mind was already made up. I knew that things weren't going to change. And I knew that me being there would always be a burden no matter what. Because you need a massive shake-up in the gang for things to really change. So in that meeting, I tried to test SK a little bit. And I called out the facts of some home truths. I said there was dead weight in the gang members that hadn't progressed in a long time, hadn't done anything, and were never true to their word. They said many times they want to progress in something, never actually did it, never actually got there. So they say you want to hack a bank, never did it, but be the same thing, rinse and repeat every time. So we'll go back in a circle, we'll talk about how people want to improve and things they want to improve in, and it never actually happens.
Yeah.
So hence me saying I want to see action, right? That's what I care about the most. I want to see action. You can say what you want to me, but what I believe in and how I judge a person is how the things you do, basically.
Which is fair.
So I called that out, right? And I said, look, there's a lot of dead weight in the gang, and I had two options on that night. Two options were I step away because I know that I'm an issue, and I know there's bigger issues than just me anyway, but I'm also part of that problem. And the second option was I do a massive culling and remove chains from a lot of people who I don't think currently deserve them on what they want. If you want to strive and achieve more as a gang, then, you know, maybe that was a good way of doing it. I went for the first option, right? I step away because I think that was what would be best for the gang as a group and as a unit. But with SK at the helm, he said he's going to change things up and have action. So in that meeting, I said to him, all right, well, I've said there's dead within the gang. So as a new leader, can you just highlight at least some of them for me? Because you know they exist, SK, so who are they? Couldn't say anyone. So it's a fresh start, brand new, like my gang now, whatever, fresh start.
Yeah.
Which I just took as, look, you failed my test. I've opened up to you and I've been honest and said, look, this is what I want. I want the gang to do better. And if you're going to be there and I'm going to be in it with you, then I need to know that you're going to take action like you said you're going to do. You're actually going to do something about it. And you can have a fresh look on the gang and I can see the problems that I see. He didn't. He just said, you know what? Like, it's a fresh gang. It's not your gang anymore, basically. So I said, all right, cool. Saying nothing's going to change. And I said, good luck to you. And I just put my chain down and then walked away. I just got shot for it.
Just shot you?
SK just shot. Didn't say nothing, just shot me as I was walking away in the back. Didn't even give me the respect to shoot him into my front. Just left me to die. And okay. Apparently now we're a blood in, blood out gang, which no one ever got blooded into this gang, and no one's been blooded out. I'm the first person to get blooded out of the gang. We had people who dated cops, snitched to cops, didn't get shot. We had Dean who had the whole gang in turmoil, didn't get shot. Only got shot by me recently because he refused to give me the vest back. It's the only reason why he got shot.
Yeah.
We've had people leave to go be a police officer, didn't shoot. My whole vision with Mandem always was I didn't want to be a Southside gang. I wanted to be a gang that if you said to me and spoke to me and said, look, I want to step away from the gang. It's not a life I want to live anymore. I have different like things I want to try and do now.
Yeah.
Then that's fine by me. Walk away. I'm not going to do anything to you because ultimately you're still family to me, right? You're not part of the gang, cool, but you're still family to me because I brought you in. That's how I've always seen things. But apparently things have changed because I have Vince texting me saying that it's chain down, body down. Apparently that's what I've always told everyone, which I don't think is even true. But anyway, I go to hospital, come out, check my accounts. I've been robbed of every bit of cash that I had from any business that I had that Patar was involved in, down to zero.
Completely drained everything?
So instantly I had to remove access to all of you guys, right?
Yeah.
Because I need to cut off that access to make sure nothing else happens.
Understandable.
So I say to Patar, look, I want to see that money back in my account ASAP. And he said, so same thing you said, I took what I deserve. So I said, look, you got two options. Give me all the money back, or I make your life a living hell. And he could only reply with a meme of Shiver Me Timbers, right? He don't care.
What?
He don't care. He don't care about the chance of you guys. I mean, going for living hell. I guess he thought I was bluffing. So after that, okay, you want to see if I'm bluffing? And you may have heard, but maybe something explosive happened at the block. Just wanted to show him that I was serious about what I was doing.
Yeah, I was there.
What I meant, you know, if you want to shoot me and blood me out of my gang, and you want to rob me for that much money, and apparently I'm the one turning my back on the family when I'm the one getting shot and I'm the one getting stolen from. I'm the one who's turning my back on the family. I'll show you that I mean it.
That's James calling me.
Time out.
Yeah, I was
so I'm
there
the
when
one
it got
apparently who's turning my back on the gang. Even though I'm the
Which
one
is
who's...
kind of crazy because they wouldn't let you leave the first place.
Yeah. Anyway, so then yesterday, I take a trip to UK Oil. You know, I go check out Gold Rush. I go check out everything that was around the Mandem block. Turns out I've been not only robbed of every cash that I had, Patar's gone and taken all the gold. So kind of just proved me right all along because I said to Patar that ultimately I'm just being used for money here, right? Everyone's been lazy, complacent. The money's causing this complacency. And then instead of proving me wrong and actually going out and doing something about it, he decides to rob me of it all. So then you've got to worry about it anyway. You've even got to try and change because you've got just sitting on my stolen money. And now he's texting me saying he never cared about the money, he cares about me, but I don't understand how that works. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what SK and Patar are up to. But that ain't the gang that I created and ain't the thing that I started. So I don't want no involvement with it. And that's my side of the story. Whether you believe my side of the story is on you. I don't.
Yeah. I just wanted like to hear your side of the story. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, I don't know. I just think it's at least fair.
Mm-hmm.
One sec,
I
sorry.
didn't know the man sent a meme. What the heck?
Yo,
Are you being chased?
That was his reply to the
Yeah,
threat,
what a
you
whole
know? That
PD
was
on me.
reply.
Yeah.
That's what I said to him. Okay, so you clearly don't care about your family then. You
no,
care
I'm
about
kidding.
mine.
I don't actually have the whole bit of me. But when's the next race, bitch? Like, why the fuck you ignore me?
Bro,
I'm fucking insane.
T just pulled up to the end of the race. I'm talking to him, okay?
Who you talking to?
James.
Oh,
he
why you
he
just
texted
fucking
me
say
saying he was
that?
being chased by police. Because I was fucking... That wasn't what I said when I was finishing the race. I was paying people out.
Huh?
Bro,
Oh, yeah, but you could have just declined the call and be like, in a meeting or something like that.
You
You know what I mean?
help
You know what I mean?
no, I don't need to
Or
go help him.
talking to T.
Was he
Or
just saying
I
it
was
to
in
not
the
say it?
process
fucking
of
ignoring
texting
me,
you,
you
and
dumb
then
fuck.
I was in the process of texting you that I was talking to T, and then I decided to fucking call you instead, you dickhead.
Oh, maybe you should just done that straight away.
Yeah, fuck off.
And then when they fucking
Uh-oh.
He texted me
Sure,
saying he
need
was
your
getting
help?
chased by cops and shit, and he's not. He was just wanting
Oh.
my fucking attention.
Yeah. Yeah. Typical James.
So,
I
yeah,
mean-
I don't know what's going to happen now.
Neither do I, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm also not sure how I feel about the whole thing, and I've been pretty vocal about that.
At least they told you what seems to be some sort of honesty. I don't know. How have they justified to you shooting me or even robbing me after? How have they justified the robbing me part? Forget the shooting me part because I feel that was SK's choice and that was his way of like
I mean,
proving
I'll
himself as a leader.
start at the shooting.
Uh.
SK said he shot you because, if you remember at your house at that meeting, he said something along the lines of, if you're putting down your chain, he's going to have to shoot you for it or some shit.
But I was only staying in because I was forced to stay in.
Yeah.
I could have
Yeah.
walked away peacefully that night, and I literally said to SK at the meeting that I would have gladly been by your side from a distance and encouraging you to, you know, progress and help out where I can, but not too much.
Yeah.
I even said to him, the 20 million that I'm talking about, that I got stolen from, or 25 million that Patar stole during all the wars without telling me, I said, you can say to the gang, let's earn that back and pay T back. And I just say, it wasn't even for me. It was to go into a gang account. At least it would make you guys money by trying to have this burn over your head or having to pay me. I gave him SK the idea of, like, you know, asking you guys to pay me back. He didn't even
So you wanted the gang
care about that.
to work towards the money to pay you back, but not actually pay you back.
Well, I just gave
have
SK
the
an option
money.
of like, oh, you know what you could do? You could say to the gang, like, oh, let's pay T back his money. And I said to both of them, I'm not even going to take the money. You can keep the money, but you can have it in a secret account until you get close to getting it back. And you can say, there you go, you got the gang into shape because they've had the threat and the burden of having to pay me.
Yeah.
As for the money,
It was basically just kind of Patar saying that he took
paid
what
himself
he
for
was
the
owed.
owed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's more than that. I think they know they fucked up, and that's their bargaining chip. I think SK pulled the trigger and they drove off. And once the reality sat in what they did, I think they knew they had to do something to make sure that they didn't know that I'd come back.
Luke, I appreciate brand new
if they're
tier
just gonna
1.
shoot me, I'm not just gonna let it run, you know?
Makes sense.
Yeah, SK said it
I
was
think they
leverage.
need that
I'm
as
not
a bargaining
gonna.
chip because they have nothing else over me. So if they think they have that,
But
then
that's not why the money was
you know,
taken.
they
The
can
money
at
was
least
taken
negotiate
because
with me or
Par
something if I'm
paid.
trying to get a
Patar
comeback.
initially
That
took
was
the
their
money
little
because he
bargaining
was
chip.
paying himself what he was owed. That's why he
You can
took
tell
the
that
money.
because Patar's texting me saying, oh, is all you care about the money? So he's already hinting, hoping that I say yes so he can just give me it back. I think we're way past that now.
Why is he texting that when he took the money to begin with?
I don't know.
It's a bit
That guy
hypocritical,
makes
no?
no sense to me. That guy changes stories left, right, and center. I don't know.
Reckless, I appreciate the 3 months.
I mean, to be fair, that kind of does make sense because he didn't want to use any of the money.
Yeah. Fuck's sake, man.
Now it's a very sticky situation because there are people in that gang that I feel like I don't want to cause any issues with.
Yeah.
I guess you guys don't know me that well, but if I get wronged over in a way that isn't, you know, right in my head, I will come back.
Sorry, what did you think? Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
I'm saying if I get wronged
Mhm.
and I can't see how it's right, then best believe I'll get my comeback.
Yeah. I mean, that means fair to you. Blame you, to be fair. Kind of just seems like, no, it's a bit of a sticky situation, honestly.
Very sticky.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like you do deserve at least some sort of, like, what is the word I'm trying to look for? It's like, it's kind of disrespectful what they did in a way. So you do kind of deserve some sort of compensation. So
So, when you were tweeting about the 25 mil, that
That
was
was before I knew about the
the gold.
gold.
okay.
Holy fuck.
See, he told us about the gold dust. I didn't know how much more, like, cash wise.
To be fair, there's probably more gold than I even know, because from what I know from Batar, I know he had a lot of gold in other places too.
I know he was at a point where he literally every storage possible was full. So
Yeah, so there's even more gold that I haven't got access to right now. But who knows how much it really is?
Yeah.
you might
It's
be
only last week
crazy.
I was trying to sort out the whole gold situation with the Angels to make sure that we could start recouping that anyway.
Well, it kind of puts everything into perspective now. Even though I kind of got bits and pieces of information, but I was so
I don't know if there's a bigger picture at hand. I don't know if I don't know. I literally didn't talk. I was dumbfounded.
I don't blame
I've
you.
known Patara and SK a very, very long time, and those actions I would not expect on either of them.
yeah.
SK's not even text me anything. At least Patara's tried to text me.
Yeah, he asks people, like, usually, like, if you've texted them, but I haven't said anything.
I guess SK's got to prove himself as a leader, so he's probably just very hell-bent and focused on that, and he can't show a sign of weakness, so...
Yeah.
SK would say I taught him everything in the city, and I definitely didn't teach him any of the things he's done so recently, so...
Well, that clears a lot of stuff up then, for me at least. I think it's like, I don't know. I had a lot of questions. It's like how everything went down, and that's why I was telling Steve that, like, I wanted to hear your side of the story because, like, I'll be honest, I got a very, very, very brief, like, bullet pointed TLDR that didn't make any sense to me. But meanwhile, everybody else got detailed TLDRs.
They don't even try
So-
and, like, justify it in a weird way. Like, in a way, they don't try and justify the shooting or the robbing. They don't even try and say, like, I've done something awful just to try and convince you
No.
guys it was the right thing.
The
No,
shooting
I mean,
was just
shooting was
SK
just
didn't
like
want to
a-
go back on what he said, basically.
Yeah, that's basically what he's Yeah, it's just he didn't want to go back on his word. Even though technically, I mean, I guess for us, because we did have a conversation by the pool saying that like if anybody wanted to leave, then they can leave peacefully. Then,
Wait, when?
was it like the day after?
The day after the meeting at your house.
Yeah, the day after the meeting at your house, he said that people could leave peacefully if they wanted to.
What, you guys could leave peacefully if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So
Then
you were allowed
the
to leave
next-
peacefully.
Yeah, yeah. Then the next day we find
Yeah.
out he shot you. So that's why it was kind of like, oh,
It was like you know, SK's the leader now. If anybody
Yeah,
has any issues with it, now is the chance to walk away, you know, scot-free, basically.
After everything I've done, I don't get that chance.
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe you should have
Yeah.
told me that, Saint.
Sorry, I'm sorry. It was just word vomit. I really shouldn't have- I probably shouldn't have
for your
said it.
own gang's sake, maybe you shouldn't have told me that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can we retcon that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh no.
I don't forget things.
Oh.
Uh-oh. She's definitely spilling a lot, bro.
Well, that raises more questions in my head now, so thanks for that, I guess.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I would just be careful. How you take that's up to you, but be careful around certain people and be careful around certain places.
Where? How do you see this playing out? Is there an ideal scenario for you that they do this, that,
Ideal's
and the
gone out
other?
the window already.
Like, there's no like in thing of what you want to see happen, or
The ideal scenario was that I walked away. We're showing the decency of letting that happen.
what about now?
I haven't thought that far ahead.
It's fair, I suppose.
I mean, I'm finding out new information every day. So, you know, yesterday I found out that I was robbed of even more money, and today I'm finding out that everyone else had a chance that I didn't. I appreciate you both giving me more than just a yes and a because most people I've spoken to so far have just said yeah and and it sounds like they agree with me, but then they say saying go straight back. They barely give anything back. So.
Hopefully.
I mean, I would be honest, us having this talk is probably going to cause a lot of issues for us, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that didn't sit right for me.